Last time on...
But that does mean that we have 3 fin fans now. And 3 crafters knives. And we're merchant level 5. So that's actually really good. That's gonna be a great start to next week. Okay, so... the payment for this week. Where do I begin? I have so many things to say. The payment for this week is 80k, and I'm starting to really think. No, it's not like I'm starting to really think, because I said the same thing at the end of last week. I think this is where we might run into a roadblock. Either this week or the next week.
So, between last stream and now, I did end up making a list of all usable, but ultimately unsellable fusion items and the ingredients needed to make them, so we'd be able to pick and choose which items to bring home from the dungeon a little more easily. But that's largely irrelevant to you, the viewer. But just so you know, it's there. I worked pretty hard on that shit.
We did get stuff to fuse, but I think to save time, like in-game time, since the Adventurers Guild is closed on Sundays, what I think we're gonna do is just go adventuring for the next 2 days, and then on Sunday try to fuse as many items as we can. I think we have enough for 3 survival knives. Like, if we can sell it when the price is up, we can make so much money. But right now the price is down, which is not great. But by the end of the week it'll be very different, probably. Unless they, like, loop around to bad RNG. Which I wouldn't be surprised. That's one thing that I'm really scared about, is that the RNG... Even if we have the items to make 60k, the RNG will... Well, maybe it won't necessarily be an issue, but it may very well become an issue. We're gonna bring 2 items. We're gonna bring a steel sword, and then a silver armor. And then if we die in the dungeon, we're bringing back the silver armor and dumping the steel sword, because we can very soon fuse a sword that's better anyway. Do we have any water crystals? 1 only, but it's +4. We should try to grind for some water crystals, because we need a longsword and a water crystal for the gilded sword, and we already have 2 longswords, so we can make a spare one. But there's also boots that are, I think, pretty good. Let me see if the boots are actually any good. -2 attack, +13 defense, and +3 magic defense. Are you kidding me? The scale hat is better than the mermaid shoes. Okay, we're not gonna worry about the mermaid shoes. Get out of here. Ooh, a yam! Yummy, yummy! Yummy, yummy. Yam jam? I mean, technically... I don't know if you would call it jam, because jam, I assume, would have to be made from fruit, and yam isn't a jam. But you could? I bet you can. Like, you just cook and mash up some yam, and then you put, like, gelatin sugar in there. And then maybe if you want to make it a little more jammy, you can toss in, like, some mild fruit. That could work. Like a mild tasting... Ooh, fruit. That's nice. Ooh! Oh, you can pickle them? Yams? I guess that makes sense. But can you turn them into jam, though? I'm not convinced you couldn't. I'm not convinced you should, though. Juiced? No, that's too far. Jam? Sure. Juice? No. No, no, no. These potatoes. These guys. Is it better to say nothing at all than it is to say nothing interesting? Oh, a drumstick? Yo? Those might actually be worth something. 3,000? That's not bad. Okay. That's not bad. That's not 80k. But, ooh, that's not that bad. Do you see how large the map is right now? Like the floors on these levels, or in this dungeon, are incredibly massive. And we still need to do a whole floor before we get to the boss. So I'm gonna try to ignore as many of the enemies as I can. And then kind of run around for all the chests. I am hoping for an easy boss. I've never once in my life seen that before. An unidentified robe? Oh, hey, Nagi. It's her again. Hi. I think now she's going to appear in our shop. Ooh, another crafter's knife. Ooh. Then we have 4 of those and 3 fin fans. If we can then get one more. Dude, we might win this run on survival knives. Ah! Okay, I'm out of here. I'm not dealing with you guys. I don't think you have anything good for me anyway. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna take the short route. Oh no. Basically, I don't know if we've met her already or not, but that's TL. She's also one of the adventurers. But she's alone and scared. And therefore trying to kill us. But she's kind of like Recette, in that she's pretty dumb. Is that rude? And she likes candy. Oh, but her battle can be really tough. If, like, she spawns, like, the right or wrong enemies, I guess. Oh yeah, that's true. She's also not hit by, death. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. No fear, we have some cherries. I'm gonna use them, because dying is way worse than eating a couple cherries. I don't know how to tell where she is. Because before you can tell where she is by the, like, direction, like, the things are coming from. Like, the box. Is she yelling die at me? I fucking hope not. I've never had this much bad luck trying to find her. What the hell? What the hell? No! Come on, where the fuck is she? SP? SP? Oh no, we're gonna die! I'm gonna have to eat my roast chicken. I think you can use it for some sort of fusion item. Yes, it is, but at rank 3, which I think we're not gonna be able to reach anyway. And also, dying's really bad. So, I'm going to eat my chicken. Oh my god. I'm not gonna beat around the bush. I'm gonna eat some of my candy. She is strong. She is a child. That was really tough. Holy crap! Please tell me she has a good drop. Please tell me she has a drop at any sort of... Nope. No drop at all? If you go through the battle, if you break the boxes, they do actually have a chance to drop things. Yeah, other than just monsters, that's true. They drop, like, items, not... Also monsters. I ate, like, 4 things, including my drumstick. Anyway, we took her home because we're nice. We're literally too nice. This girl tried to freaking kill us. And we're like, no, we're gonna bring her home. She's just scared and lost. An easy boss. An unidentified robe? It was a thick robe. A thick robe, which is not worth it at all. With the Ember Garden finished, I set my eyes on the next dungeon,
the Obsidian Tower. Now, to unlock the Obsidian Tower, you must first complete the Amber Garden. But you also need to 1. Trigger a cutscene with Tyr at midnight. 2. Get 2 events with a new character, Griff, at the town square at night. 3. Griff will then visit your shop, but only at night and when your atmosphere is dark, which, if you remember, we can't actually influence since we can't buy different counters or flooring and the like. And lastly, 4. Louis needs to come in to actually tell us about the dungeon. These requirements are really getting out of hand.
How about we go fuse some stuff? And then go back to Recette, go back to town, talk to Griff, and then do a dungeon run in the morning, and do that again tomorrow. Then we try to fuse a lot, but not sell anything yet. Into the store is gonna be hard. We'll try to get him into the store on the 18th, when the Adventurers Guild is closed.
Now, dear viewers, the eagle-eyed among you may have spotted the fact that my very well thought out plan is destined to fail. That is because I did not take into account a certain crucial event, which leaves our plan with a fairy-shaped hole in the middle. Sit back and relax while you watch my plan burn up into ashes.
That's true, we can also get the paella pan as a shield instead of selling it. 29 and 10 is actually really good, but that is because it's plus 15. So that's okay, that's 3 of those. I'm gonna only make 1 of these, because we can use the other crystal for something else. We might not need a second, like a backup sword. That leaves us with a pretty strong 31 plus 5. Okay, that's a pretty strong sword. I guess this will be our backup sword for now. Okay, that's like 5k. So if we sell 1 of these for base price and these 3, then we would be at 20k. That's literally a quarter of what we need this week. That makes me a little more positive. I still don't know if we can do it. It's not Griff. Okay, that really sucks. What do you mean profits minus 430? How did that happen? Oh, is it because I paid Louis, didn't I? Is that it? That might... Yeah, okay. I get it. I remember. He needs money if you have money. Oh yeah, and TL is feeling better. Good for you. Get the fuck out. Or buy something. Buy something or get out. Oh, what if we end up... Because we can't sell the paella pan. And we can sell it to Louis if he has the money for it. Wouldn't that be perfect? So let's go back to floor 1. Wooden helm, I think, was not on the list. Tree seed necklace also isn't. Oh, and we need more fin fans. It's like I'm going to the grocery store to find items to then sell at my own grocery store. That seems like it's not good for business. Unless you're going to really upsell the items and screw over your customers. Okay, no, that's great business practice. Egg. I love egg. I didn't love that. My local gas station used to use that trick when they got low on stock on certain items. And then just mark them up because they're rarer? Is that it? That they're like, oh, get the last croissant. Get the last croissant now while you can. Oh, they went to buy it. Oh, that's what you mean. I mean, yeah, for gas stations, I get it because they are expensive regardless. And if you can still make like a little bit of money on it, then sure. But I feel like it might not be worth the squeeze. Fin fan, that's Incredible. And we can make another survival knife tonight. Oh, no. Okay. I think we're gonna do another 5 floors. So we don't have that many good items. Well, no, that changes everything. We got a walnut bread, guys. That's it, run over, we win. Oh no, not you. Not you again. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Okay, my attack power. For a second I was a little scared. Because if it's their attack power, that can be very scary. Or like everyone's attack power. You think it would be good, but it's mostly bad. Unless you manage to hit them before they hit you. Because then, depending on your level and gear, you might be able to knock them out in one hit. And then their attack damage doesn't matter if they don't get a hit. Yeah, just don't get hit, ever. We're back to that, huh? Ooh, Sand Charm? What I'm trying to do is look at my list of ingredients, and then I have like the preview of the stream like peeking out, like about half of it I can see. So I'm trying to like see if I'm running into anything while still trying to look at my list of ingredients. It's not working, by the way, thanks for asking. Like walking into the stack of cans with your nose buried into a shopping list. Exactly that. I'd be so freaking embarrassed. That's why I don't bring a list. Then you don't have to, like, pay attention. Well, I guess, except for in this supermarket, like, in the Costco. Is this the Costco? Costco isn't for, like, it's for bulk purchases, right? But it's not for, like the shop where the shops shop. Wholesale! Thank you. Costco isn't wholesale, right? It's just bulk? Ah, okay. Another fin fan? On one hand, I'm like, dude, I would love a f***ing Costco. Buying, like, chocolates in bulk. Or candy, but at the same time, like, that shit's gonna ruin me. If it's cheap enough, that shit's gonna ruin me. Oh yeah, that might be smart. I don't think that's allowed though. I think then you have to have like one card holder and then everyone goes with them to shop. I wouldn't want to be the card holder. I wouldn't want to be the card holder. Yeah, just start like a little company. I'll buy your stuff for you and then you tip me. Oh, that might actually be really smart. Except that I don't have a car or a driver's license or a good way of transporting anything. Wait, is that not just... Hang on, that's just, like... delivery. Like your Uber Eats, but, like, for groceries. Which already exists. After this run, I can write a freaking book. Ooh! I can write a freaking book about this game. Oh, it's this guy. Oh no. I can just tank it. Just tank it. Incredible job. He didn't drop anything. Okay, we're going home. Get out of here, dumb bug. Why? Why is Griff not? Where is Griff? He should be in the town square. And a cutscene with Tear during midnight is played. Oh, maybe that didn't happen because we got TL. And they don't stack or something. You know how I said that at the start? Or rather, I said at the start, at least we won't have to deal with Charm not coming in to the store like last week. Turns out, Griff needs to come in and he's not coming in. I would really like for the next dungeon to be open. Okay, great! Then I think that was the case, that TL's cutscene took priority. We literally wasted like 4 slices of time because the The thing isn't open today. The guild, the Adventurers Guild isn't open. Meaning that we can't dungeon. Meaning that we could have just used everything today instead, like I was going to. But then mistakenly didn't think that, oh shit, maybe. Maybe I can't meet Griff. I understand that all of this is, or at least this is my fault. Like, Charm coming in last week was not my fault. This is my fault. But it's making me nervous again about the fact of whether or not we'll be able to make enough money. What are our options? Our options are wasting time until evening, then go to the town square, and then meet Griff. We could also try to sell small items and get some XP. Would that be useful at all, or is it just wasting resources? Sweets are increasing in popularity with homemakers. So what we could do, if we do want XP, we'll try to sell just, like, candy.
I explained in the previous video that one type of news flashes can affect the price of items, and that there is a second type of news flash that is related to booms. Booms are short-term events that trigger if you have enough items on display of the specific category of the boom. They can be vague categories like hats or books, or a specific ingredient or food item. But the only one that is relevant to us right now is the sweets boom. I'm not gonna lie, I always thought the sweets boom was specifically for the item candy, not for the item category sweet items. But I'll learn soon enough, I promise. With that out of the way, at this point I decided to sell a bunch of candy to take advantage of the boom to get loads of XP. Since it's easy to rack up combos if everyone wants the same item and no one is trying to sell us anything.
Women have come in great numbers looking for the popular sweets! What's it gonna be handy for? Keeping the kids quiet? Why is that? Wait, hang on. Can we do a little bit of a spot the odd one out? Why the hell is the guild master here? What's he doing here? Is he a housewife? I mean, good for him if he is, but like, why is he here? Nice things like this? What do you mean? I've had candy before. I wonder if sweets counts as more than just candy. Because if it's also watermelons and stuff, I could try it out, but I really don't want to. Hey, we could do that again. I'll lure him in with a shit ton of candy, and then half the stock is gonna be walnut bread. You're like, I want some candy. And then when you're inside, you're like, what is all this stuff? What are these brown things? I don't want those. Maybe that ruined it. What? So it has happened at last, as I thought it might. Oh, it's TL or Nagi. Nagi is here. Well, that's great. Either I didn't put enough candy on display, or it's because Nagi came in. Either one of those is why we didn't get an event. Unless it can only happen once, but I don't think that's the case. No, we're not selling a child every single fucking time, dude. We're not selling a child booze of the world. Do we just sell walnut breads now? Honestly, I think we'll do that. Try to sell some slime fluids and walnut bread, and then hope that we can get some XP. And then at night we'll go out and hope that Griff is there. Okay, well, we can't sell him a sword because that's not a grocery store item. We could have sold him a survival knife, but he can't use those. But you get one in stock next time. You're so nice, Louis. I'm happy with how that like shook out. Griff. I think it's Griff. It's Griff! Okay, perfect. Sorry, it's question mark. Ooh, I think I'm gonna do a big brain move If we open the shop and sell like slime fluids, hopefully people will try to come in to sell me like yams and stuff. And then we buy those yams. Then we go out in the second part of the day. Then we'll be back in the evening. And then at night we can go get Griff. Instead of going dungeoning now. Because then we don't have any money to buy anything. Is that smart? I think it's smart, but I don't know how well it's gonna shake out. And maybe it's even better if I don't have too many items, because then people might be more willing to sell me stuff. This place... Wait, what? Has Caillou never come in? I'm so confused. How has he never come in before? Maybe the vibes were off.
Caillou usually comes in during the first week, so you're likely to be recruiting him around the same time as Charm, but for some reason, he didn't come into our store at all until now, which is kind of odd. But anyway, how Caillou works is that he comes in asking for a batwing, a slime liver, and a charred lizard, 2 of which we aren't allowed to provide him with. If you do have the items, he takes them from you and pays you 11.4k pix. Otherwise, he comes back every couple of days until you do have the items. After which, he'll be a regular customer until he likes you enough to give you his Adventurers Guild card. So, from now on, we have to make sure we don't have all the items he needs, so we won't accidentally break any rules. Actually, while writing the script, I accidentally stumbled upon the explanation for why he hasn't come into our store yet. And that is that Caillou only starts coming in at merchant level 7. Which, yes, we only just got to. That does not bode well for the rest of the challenge, does it?
Anyway, he tries to... Like, he wants us to gather charred lizard, batwing, and slime liver. I don't know if he, got what he asked for. Well, that shit fucking backfired. Nobody wanted to buy anything or sell me anything. Okay, after this dungeon run, there's really only going to be 3 more days. So we're already halfway through. And I don't know if we have enough items yet. If the price of weapons or metal items was up, then we would be halfway done, I think. If we manage to sell like a paella pan and all the knives, then we would be halfway there. If the RNG is nice enough for that, then I think we stand a chance. A big shield? Oh, but it's not a paella shield though. But still, we can do something with it. If we really are afraid. Ooh, if we're afraid we're gonna die. Ooh, did we have another fin fan or did we have another survival knife? I can't remember. But we are getting insane luck on those. It's like the game knows. Ooh, that was incredible. We'll pick up the fluid just in case. In case we have nothing better to bring home. What? Huh? I don't know how a flying bat can fall off a thing. But okay. I guess they're not rare. They just don't show up until like near the end. Yummy, yummy. I'm not gonna have any regrets after this. That's a nice little subtle Yakuza reference for once. I can do subtlety. Was I not wearing the equipment all this time? That was really dumb. But you know what? I'm dumb. And that's okay. We'll have to see which one we'll go for. That's such... No. That's BS. That is so mean. To just spawn me within, like, the arms of 3 ropers. Do they have arms? Tentacles? Okay. Think about how I don't have any SP anymore. I have no SP. So no special moves. I tried to do a special move like a dang fool. Yeah, okay, this is the gauntlet. Which is good, because we have a little bit of item space. Oh no. This is hell. This is hell. I'll let them come to me. Oh no, I'm not letting them come to me! How did I survive? How did I survive? Oh hey, food. Anything good? How many items do I have? I think we should pick up something from here. We'll pick this one up, because I think that may have been from a bet. Could be a bet wing. Could be a fin fan. Let's see. What? Right, and now we go to the town square. And then it's Griff again. This is just like that night that weird demon guy appeared. What I think we'll do is one more dungeon run. And then we start selling. Hang on, does Griff need to come into the shop? Oh, no, he does need to come into our shop. So I think we're gonna do a dungeon run. Then hope that he comes in at night. Then start selling. Like, also start selling tonight. The fact that everything... Like, these things we can sell, they're down in price. These 2 things we can sell, they're down in price. Food is also still down in price. Literally everything we can sell is down in price. Oh, yeah, right. But we would have to sell it. That's also an issue. If people can't afford it, they can't buy it. But the only things we can still sell are most or some of our ingredients. One more dungeon run. I hope the boss isn't going to be too hard. That is so mean. The fact that they were just off screen and didn't get stunned. If TL got a reverse PhD, would she be TLDR? What are you? Oh, TL doctor. Usually, the word's usually, keyword. Usually when they say, oh, the price is up or down, I think the exact length is random, but I would say it's usually about 2 days. So it would mean that the price of weapons is very likely going to increase again, and we will be able to sell the weapons. The only issue is if it overlaps, like, with the... Is it metal items? I think there's metal items and weapons. And then there's also precious items or precious metals or something. But there's a couple that, like, can overlap. Hopefully we don't just get rid of one and then get a new one. Because they don't stack, as in they don't... If you have both, it doesn't go lower than 50%, but it does go longer if one of them gets reversed but the other one doesn't. I think I'm gonna try to level up before we get to floor 20. What do you mean, hey? Floor 20 blazes? Ironically enough, or maybe coincidentally enough, we are on, like, a fire or lava floor. That is actually really good, because that means floor 20 also is going to be. That's kind of hilarious. I think we'll probably do another 5 floors. Unless the boss absolutely tears the shit out of me. That is a weird phrase. Kicks the shit out of me. Punches the shit out of me? Whatever kind of limbs he has. Oh, maybe is it the volcanic crab? No, that can't be. He Griff is gonna tear the shit out of me then. Maybe pinching is a better word. Okay, that's bad. What? How did that not hit him? How did that not hit him? Come on. Come on. Ow. Worth it. Item. Ooh, he's got an item. Okay. How many long swords do we need? How many long swords? Okay, I'll take another fin fan. Attack. Ooh, a battle sweater. Okay, okay. I don't know if that's stronger than the silver armor though. But it is a very good item. Hello? Is this the Knights of the Round Table? Why are there so many of you? King Arthur? Is that you and your friends? Lancelot? Legolas? What are the other ones called? There's gotta be one called Brian or something. Steve? Knight Steve of Canterbury. There's a lot of Knights of the Round Table? Like, there's at least a dozen. Is there more than that? I don't actually know, but there's a shit ton of them. Okay, fine, you got me. I'll look.
Turns out there are a lot. Some highlights are...
Boris the Younger? What about Boris the Elder? Daniel von Blumenthal? That's no. Eric? But like not Eric, but Eric with an E. Fire Fizz? Grifflet? Grifflet? Tor? I like that name. Yvain? Ewain or Owain? Ewain or whatever. He's got a lot of spellings. And then Yvain the Bastard. So there's Yvain and Evil Yvain. Okay. That's a big ass fucking table, dude. Holy crap. Maybe that's what Stonehenge was for. Maybe they used it for that and they were like, oh, there's still space. So we can have more knights. Just a big wooden plate on top of it and use it as a table. Exactly. Or like another rock. They built the pyramids. They could have just as well built a massive table made out of rocks. You get out of here. Why does the table have to be round though? It had to be round so that no one was above the rest? Oh! Even though Arthur was clearly above the rest? I guess that's nice of him. Still no women though. Come on, I need to find an exit. The exit, I guess. Ah, you little man. Exit! Oh no, last time these guys gave me such a tough time. Good, good, good. Slime liver, okay. Okay, so I don't think there's much we can fuse that we need to sell. I don't think there's anything. So we don't have to go fuse. We just need to hope that Griff comes in. And then for Louis to come in afterwards, but that might not happen on the same day. I think now we're gonna try selling stuff. But what? Everything's down in price. But I really want to open up the shop. We can sell the slime livers. What else can we sell? Literally nothing. Not the knives. Not the pens. The slime fluid. But I don't think people are gonna want to buy anything. Precious metals, food, and metal items. So basically like... metal items and food. Like my metal items, those metal items are high ticket items and the food is like the bulk. Oh! That's so good! That's so good because then maybe even Louis will come in the next time slot, which doesn't really matter if we will only be selling stuff. It's good if he comes in sooner rather than later. I don't think I'm gonna sell anything because everything's down in price. I'm not doing it. We're a grocery store without any food. 122%? That's some money. That's not 80k though. Sweets are increasing in popularity with homemakers. The price of valuable things is normalized. Well, but if they're low in price, then I don't want to sell them to homemakers. Really, all that changed is the gilded sword. The gilded sword that I can't sell. And the silver armor that I can't sell. Come on, Louis. Come in. Yes! Okay, that's perfect. The dungeon is open! Yeah, tickets to a lottery? He's a dumbass. I'm so happy that I don't pay him. No. We don't sell bracelets. We sell food. Except if you need food right now, then we don't sell food. Okay, that was really... It was the best we can do. But please, please, no more issues with the news. I hate the news. The price of precious metals has decreased. It literally went back up. It literally went back up in the night. Last night. And then immediately plummeted overnight. Okay. Like it was normal for one time slot. But food has normalized. So that's good. So in that case, we are going to try to sell food. Who would have thunk it, right? I'm trying to save the like really expensive ones for the later weeks. I am going to sell them if we need to sell them. And currently people might not be able to afford them. So I think currently we're going to try to sell things that are like 2,000. Toss a little candy apple in here, maybe another baked yam. If you walked into this shop, would you go, mmm, yummy? Or would you go, why is there only food in an item store? Oh! Looking for the popular... Oh, I didn't even think of that. I really thought it was only for candy. This is certainly not refrigerated enough. I mean, which one of these? I guess the beef bowl. And the baked yam. I think those are the things that need to be refrigerated. I agree. You should pay 117% for it. Yes! I'm surprisingly optimistic. I think we stand a chance if we get better RNG with the metal items. Found a little something in the wilds. Wanna buy it? No, but also yes. But also what? No. 50 is okay. I'd like for them to not try to sell me anything. No, come on, I don't wanna... I'll buy it, but I wish you would buy mine. I don't remember how, like, rich or poor she is. Okay, we can get more money out of her. Am I mean? No, I'm just a business person. Come on, come on, come on. That's not great, but... You might be able to get more out of her, but did you see how she would gladly pay 150%? Man, this RNG is not good. Come on. An event? Oh, is she gonna give me her, maybe she is, hang on. Is she going to, oh yeah. Her card, so now we can use her in the dungeons. I'm sorry, Nagi. I'm sorry, Nagi, but I need your money. I'm incredibly in debt. If they ask for a weapon, we can give them the survival knife, but metal items are still fucked. Oh no, everyone's trying to sell me shit. Okay, I got scared. It was loading so much. I'd like some food. You have come to the right address, first of all. Would you perhaps be interested in a nice, baked yam? Yes? Would you be interested in paying 125%? How about 120%? Okay, okay. Good, good, good. These metal items! Are they glitched? Can they be glitched? Because I'm starting to feel like they're glitched. 121%? How about 120%? I mean, it is less. And sometimes they'll, like, kind of bait you. If it's on the, like, border, if you try a number and they're like, no, I don't want to pay that. If you try it again, they might want to pay for it anyway. Ideally, you don't do that because then you don't get as much XP because you haggle. Haggling is ironically bad. I don't know why, but apparently it's bad. Come on, 20. Exactly like that. Thank you, lady. That's exactly what I was talking about. Imagine if it was the same lady coming in. I just bought this, but now I don't want it anymore. We're almost halfway. I can't believe this shit. Yes! In 2 days? I think that's on the day that it's due. Come on, come on. The price of daggers has increased. The price of metal things has normalized. Do you know what that means? Do you know what that means? That means that they're twice as expensive now. That is incredibly, incredibly lucky. That's so perfect. I think she's quite rich. I think she might be actually one of the richer characters. Yes! Oh my god, yes! You can, good sir. Of course. Would you mind paying 12.5k for it at 200 and... I'm so excited I can't even say the words anymore. I tried to say, would you like to buy this knife at 12.5k at 240% of base price? He calls that a fair deal. And me too. Fair for me. A piece of armor. Hang on, let me Google. So the categories are a little strange. So I don't know if shields are armor. An armor, some armor. Notes, equipment for the torso. Wait. So there's the category unarmor / some armor. And then there's also the category a piece of armor or pieces of armor. And they are different. Unarmor is clothes, robes, breastplates, and armors. But a piece of armor is all of the above, plus bracelets, shields, hat, and helms. Which means that we can sell him the paella pan, if he can afford it. 5k isn't that much. But you're right, if he can afford it. But we can try. We can try. Let's try at 106%. We can... If he can afford base price, I'll sell it to him at base price. He couldn't even almost afford it. We'll see about this. Another event? Oh. She's got her dungeon cards too. Yeah, okay. Everyone's just piling into work for me. They're like, I want to work here too! I've heard the wage is really good! It's not. Now we could sell TL, Booze of the World. She is a kid. I don't think she can afford it. We'll try it. Okay, yeah, she can't afford it. That's fine. My house is getting a little cramped. Please buy my knives! Come on! At least one more! Please! A piece of armor? I'm willing to sell at a loss. Let's see what he says about 45. What about 4,000? I'm not going lower than 4,000. Okay, never mind. This year's harvest a disaster. The price of food has increased! Sweets boom has ended though. Do we sell off the cutlet bowl? I think so. And then a shrimp Doria. Yes! Yes, 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 okay. Do you think she'll do... 245? She'll do 245? Oh no, I'm not buying at high price. No, he wants to sell it. No, 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 I'm not... Okay. The way he was smiling, I was like, did I accidentally sell it to him instead? But no. Whew. Get out of here! I mean, technically we could sell her a paella pan. Yeah, I don't think she can afford it. Nothing, sorry. Buy my knives! Don't tell the price of metal items. No! No, 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 this is okay because now it's, for the, pans, it's bad because they're down now. But the dagger price is still increased, so it, like, balances out to 0. Please, someone, buy my cutlet. Everything's too expensive for everyone. Okay, she's gonna pay more now. Can you sell me some food? Okay, we're gonna sell him something small because he can't afford much. Because we haven't been paying him. How about an orange? He can afford an orange. This man is poor. What? Where has all the money gone that I've paid you? You can use some food. Like a nice little honey. That's not too much, but it's gotta be good. Why do these people not bring money? Give me 5k. Which one? Point. What? Yeah. Point. Does this one have the dough? He has the dough. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna try to sell it to 100 for you to 100 and...
That you had...
Whatever, words are hard. 130. 130? He is Richie Rich! Why didn't you point at him, Alaris? She's also rich. I'm sorry, I might commit a sin. That's 125% in regular circumstances. Do we have one more day? Oh, it's gonna get really tight. I don't know. I mean, if we got 30k, if we can manage to sell another 20. Oh no. Oh no, it was already today. I thought it was tomorrow. The guy who I thought would come in for the food actually comes in tomorrow. Yes, if they f***ing bought my dumbass knives, Yeah, that's true, but the problem with that is that you're kind of in a way missing out, right? Because you can sell it later instead. Well, not if you get your house foreclosed on. Where I think the issue laid was metal items being down all the time, and then also food for a little bit. But then the RNG that sometimes people would just try to sell me shit and like not buy. Because they can only, like, interact, I guess, with you once. So if they didn't try to sell me things all the time, I could have sold them stuff instead. If all the items are too expensive, I think they start trying to sell things to you instead. But it really is hard to tell where, like, that border lies, I guess. Maybe that's also why little girls tend to try to sell you stuff more than like adults. But I feel like this one might still be doable. I'm afraid this amount of money is insufficient. I'm sorry, but as an agent of term finance, I must now seize this house in order to repay the outstanding debt. I don't know why I didn't think about this being the last day. I really thought it was tomorrow. Yeah, the next one, this one's 80k. I think the next one's 200. And then the last one is 500,000. Honestly, I'm mostly surprised that this is the last day. Anyway, let's see us becoming homeless. What? No, I Recette's house. And so the cute, courageous little heroine was crushed by the cruel bitterness of reality. Wahaha! Why'd it have to end in a box?
Okay, let's talk final thoughts. I think with better RNG, and admittedly, a little more planning on my part, I think we could have managed the 80k. But with the next payment being 200,000 and the last one 500,000, I don't think this challenge was ever possible. I think that even if we managed this week, we would have 100% tripped at the next week. Food item prices just don't scale as well as weapons and gear. To give you an example, let's look at the highest value food item that you could ever possibly buy at the market, which is a melon at 12,800 pix. Now, the highest level sword you can buy at the Merchant's Guild is a whopping 46,000 pix, a little more than 3.5 times as much. And food fusion items also don't even remotely reach the insane prices of fused weapons and gear either, with the rank 4 food fusion item, the Super Crockpot, being 51k, of which the ingredients are worth slightly more if sold separately anyway. Whereas every single other item in that rank is at least worth 109k up to 544k. Yeah, that's terrible. Later dungeons also seem to generally have chests with better gear and not as many trash tier items, while you can never truly run from the walnut bread, since the enemies kind of just stay the same, just stronger versions of them with relatively similar drops. In the end, I did have a good time playing this silly challenge, which is all that really matters to me, but I would not recommend you try this out. Although I would love to see or even try some other Recette challenges, this one's just no good. It's impossible. I bet there's a lot more fun stuff people, including me, can come up with. But I have had enough of scampering to pay off my debt for now, and I've also blathered on way too much already. So with all that being said and done, take care, be safe, stay tough, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye bye guys.